Here we go, y'all. Come on, come on. Dade County Dip. Let's go. I go left, turn right. I drop down.
Hey there, how's it going? It's Natasha Houston with Junkyard Fitness, and I am recording live from my bedroom. I am in a personal setting because for those of you that are trying to start your weight loss journey from home, you're going to be working out at home, you're going to be focusing on nutrition without a professional. I want to be able to provide you some tools. You're more than welcome to use it, don't use it, but the information is here for you. You want to be able to have a good starting point. And so before you even start your workouts, you start your nutrition and everything, you want to be able to know where you are. When I say where you are, you want to assess yourself. So when you assess yourself, you're checking your weight and you're checking your measurements. You're also analyzing what is it that you're doing. How are you eating? Check your schedule. Make sure that it's going to be consistent. You know, every day when you get off work, something happens. So you know in the evenings, you're probably not going to be consistent with your workouts. But in the morning, maybe you'll have to get up an hour earlier or 2 hours earlier just so that way you can try to get a workout in. Either go to the gym, run in your neighborhood, or take 30 minutes and do a really, really good circuit in your living room. Either way, you want to be able to assess your time and assess your body so you make sure that you are consistent with this goal. So, first of all, some things we want to consider. Get a piece of paper, write down today's date. Today is the day that you know when you get on the scale, this is how much you weigh. And normally you want to do this like maybe the day or 2 days before you get ready to start your new weight loss journey. So, write down the date, you're going to do your weight, and you're going to do your measurements. Alright? So, I've got on the scale, check my measurements, I'm going to write everything down. Now, like I said, you're going to write the date, and you're going to write down your weight. Now you're going to get ready to write your measurements. So your measurements, we're going to start with, we're just going to go from the top down. So, if I'm going to measure my arm, this is going to take me a minute because it's easier when you're doing someone else than you do it yourself. So, I'm literally going to pick the middle of my arm, which is my elbow here, and my shoulders here. So I'm going to come right here to the middle. I'm going to take the measuring tape, come right here, and bring it around. Make sure that it's centered pretty good. Right in the middle of my arm. And I'm measuring at about 10. It's almost at 10 and a half. Yeah, it's at 10 and a half. Alright? So I know that my arm is at 10 and a half. Now I'm going to measure my chest. Now, whenever you're thinking about measuring your chest, you want to get about the middle. And normally between about here to the lower of your breast is like right under your armpit. It's not going to be perfect. We're all shaped differently, but about that is what you want to try to get to whenever you're measuring your chest. Okay? Alright. So, see where I'm at? I'm pretty even on both sides. And I'm right here at my chest plate. Alright, right there is where my breasts start to separate. But it says that I'm measuring at 34 and a half. So I'm going to annotate that. Chest, 34 and a half. Alright. Okay, so now we've done our arm, we've done our chest area. You're more than welcome to do your neck. I'm not going to do my neck, but you're more than welcome to. If you do, just like putting on a choker, just wrap that thing around and you measure your neck. Alright, so I'm going to measure, sorry, I'm not trying to show everybody my business. Alright, so my waist, you're going to feel a bone. You're going to feel two bones actually. So your hips are going to be closer down. Your pelvic is here. You're going to come around. You're going to feel a bone, which is here. So this is my hip bone. Alright? Now, I'll measure that in just a second, but I wanted to show you that because if you're down here by your pelvic area, you're going to be measuring your hip. But in order for you to measure your waist, you need to be up here at your waistline, and you can feel the bone. I feel my bone right here, okay? So I'm going to take it. I'm going to start that measuring tape there, and I feel it here, so I'm going to start that there. Now, of course, because I'm doing this by myself, I'm going to have to check where the measuring tape is exactly. But, alright, I'm going to feel that bone again, set it there, and feel the bone on this side, and bring it on in. And I'm measuring at 31.5. Alright, now, because if I do my hips, I'm going to be way too much going on. So I'm going to probably take an inch off and measure my hip. That clothes on. Actually, it might be okay. So, feel my hip bone, feel my hip bone, right there. I have dogs in the background being rude. Alright. So my hip measured at 39.5. So my waist is 31.5. My hips are 39.5. And legs. Alright, so when I measure my thigh, I'm going to make sure that I check. Let's see if I can bring my foot down. There we go. And try to put the camera down. There we go. Alright, so this is where my pelvic area is, and here's where my knee is. And I want to come right here to the middle. Alright, so I'm going to bring the measuring tape, slap dead in the middle of my thigh. Alright. Now, okay, wear some shorts or something so that way it's a lot easier for you to make sure you're not getting too much fabric. But I'm just showing you whenever you're doing your assessment that you want to make sure that you are getting the correct assessments and in the right place. So I'm measuring at about 19 3/4, but of course if I took my pants off it'd probably be 19.5. Alright, now my calf, your calf is only from here to here. So you're not going to measure the whole bottom part of your leg. You're just going to measure right here, take half of your calf, so I'm going to measure about right there, okay? I'm not going to start from the middle of the lower part of my leg. Alright, so there, I'm at 14 1/4. So that's how big my calf muscle is. And I didn't flex anything. I didn't flex at all while I was doing any of my assessments. I didn't flex my arms at all. I didn't have my thighs flexed. My calf muscles weren't flexed or anything. But I am now assessed. Alright, so I know exactly what my measurements are. I know exactly how much I weigh. So even if I go walking and I don't lift any weights, or I just change my nutrition and I don't do any exercise whatsoever, you'll know if you've made any adjustments. And then sometimes too, and a lot of us know whenever we start weight loss, what happens? We get on the scale, the numbers are still the same, but for some reason our pants are loose. So that right there, in addition to just jumping on the scale, you're able to check your measurements and you say, well, hey, I didn't lose any weight, but I did lose about 2 or 3 inches. So you know something is working and you're not getting discouraged. Because I promise you, if you're doing the right things, you're eating the right type of foods, you will lose someplace. All right? So, and even while you're losing those measurements, eventually those numbers are going to start falling off too. So sometimes it's not happening at the same time where you're losing your weight and you're losing your inches, losing your weight, you're losing your inches. Sometimes you're losing your weight, then your weight stops. And then you're losing inches, and then that stops. And then more weight. And so just make sure that you are assessing yourself correctly. You know what's going on while you're working out. And good luck on your journey. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, borntolivefree@gmail.com. That's BORN, the number 2, live free, the number 15 at gmail.com. And I have it down in the bottom link. You can check out my website at borntolivefree.net. But that's the number. Those are not numbers. This is just one word. BORNTOLIVEFREE.net. And you can also check me out on Facebook and Instagram. The same information at Junkyard Fitness, the number 4 Wellness. All one word. All right. Have a blessed day.
DJ Type.
Strong.